shit. All right.
Yeah. Just sparks like probably on this motherfucker. Nigga.
Woo!
Yeah.
Straight this motherfucking set. The motherfucking set.
Keep it going, man. That's looking right. I'm a wizard, ain't no guidance by my side. Take you out the loop, no pillow, and go slide. It's just some days and I bet they plans is gonna die. Like, going in this motherfucker. Going in this motherfucker. Going in this motherfucker. Keep it going in this motherfucker. Going up the stairs, this magic helping me to spiral. While we in the garden, shit, I all feel right. Nope, I be so high, I don't think y'all will see kites. Yeah, people just make this clear, no, I'm no longer saving y'all lives. Oh, y'all be pandering, y'all, I can't be out, let the government be up there. Now watch who's on their day, you gon' pray, who y'all praying to, is the people, to make the people, but you take the people, you know, make the paper to take the justice to, solely death the faith. Now you lost the days, why you make the face, keeping up the faith, through the room to take them, dog, wait, dinner, that is space, boy, you learn to hate that, they got you, demons know you waking next to you. Waking next to you. Like I said, waking next to you, waking up next to you. Goddamn, them know. When I see it for the niggas first, that's when a nigga know them better go. I got that energy fucking high. She wants to go with the light, but she's a freak, don't got no manners. Star power in the sky like Paris. Keep it going, man, that's looking right. I'm a wizard, ain't no guidance by my side. Check, take you out the loop, no pillow, room, don't slide. It's just some days and I bet they plans is gonna die. Like, going in this motherfucker. Keep it going in this motherfucker. Going in this motherfucker. Keep it going in this motherfucker.
Hey. Oh shit, let's go. Hold on, we start. Alright, y'all. What's up with y'all? Jeff Sparks, Star probably back in this mother. Make sure back in this motherfucker. What? Oh, I bet. What? Alright, y'all. Give me a second. Let me get to the Astro theme real quick so we can talk about this planetary alignment and things of that nature. But yeah, like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Sun and Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That song I just heard is going to be on the album. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little piece. Yeah, I didn't even know how to put, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's a little piece, you know what I'm saying? But once the whole album finna have I'm not gonna say too many details, but yeah, it's gonna have skits, it's gonna have all that shit, it's gonna have all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? But back to the astrology, you know what I'm saying? Back to the astrology, you know what I'm saying? Uh Yeah, Sun and Gemini, you know what I'm saying? So Sun and Gemini, yeah, I kind of I had a pre-upload about that, but now that we're in 2 degrees, you're 2 degrees. But I say 3, 4, 3, something like that. 3 to 4 degrees, 3 to 4 degrees in Gemini. Now we're fully in Gemini, you know what I'm saying? So it's no longer a cusp. You know, the cusp would have been 1, 2. So if you were born between the 1 and 2, you would actually been still a Taurus and a Gemini. So you would have been both of those signs. But now that we're in this fully into actually Gemini, now we're fully in that Gemini season. You know what I'm saying? Now check it out. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. So motherfucking was so Sun in Gemini is gonna be where say we're gonna communicate. We want to talk a lot. We want to be expressive. We gonna want to be mutable. We gonna want to be in the loop. We gonna be out the loop. We gonna want to be saying. And then with the moon being Sagittarius, we gonna want to be tied to spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep because whatever we're doing is kind of like a sense of where what we're starting now will it be founded in a way of where we can relate within a parameter of where what we're doing. Will it be consistent, or will it be stubborn, or will it be more? And stubborn is coming from the Gemini aspect, because what I'm saying, although we're not in the cusp of Taurus no more, we still got the immutable attributes of the Sun in Gemini. So okay, that would be the Taurus and Uranus conjunction. Your Taurus and Uranus, uh, yeah, Taurus and Uranus in conjunction. Yeah, shit like that. So with that being said, it's kind of like we're gonna be stubborn in the way and how we are. Hold up. Oh, more. Why I say Taurus? My bad. Mercury and Uranus conjunct Taurus. My bad. So we're gonna be stubborn in the way we think and shit like that. So how we communicate and think, it's still gonna be it's gonna be still gonna be dry, but still gonna be more in an expressive way of the Sun in Gemini. Sun in Gemini is gonna attribute spark that more enlightened way, and how we can come together. You know what I'm saying? And that's the space where what we're doing, will it be more in the space of, like I said, stubbornness, or will it be more consistency? You know what I'm saying? You want to be in the end of consistency, because that consistency will help you within an actual way of how you can get your shit going for yourself, within the ball rolling for yourself. So you got something going for yourself, and whatever you're doing, you got something where you can get on the wave of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? For example, like I'm about to drop an album right now. So I won't keep bringing about me, but I'm about to drop an album right now. So what I'm saying? This shit, you finna, the whole industry, you know what I'm saying? The whole music industry gonna be on this shit. And they finna copy the sounds, how I put shit together, like all that shit. It's finna be deep, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit, I got 80s feel, I got the 90s feel, I got 2000s feel, I got 2020, 2024 feel. I got all types of feels in this album. So it's gonna be a deep, it's gonna be it's gonna be about a story, but like I don't want to get too deep, but it's gonna be the shit. Like I can't wait till y'all niggas get into this shit. Oh shit, keep it going, man. That ass is looking right. Ooh, I'm a wizard, God is by my side. Take you out to the loop, no pillow, go slide. That just makes it up a thick place is gonna die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all know that is a point of reference for where y'all can understand that, when you're like, that's more of that. What they try to say is what God is. So, will be the lower frequency of that. It will be the higher frequency of that. Oh, So now you can get, what I'm saying? I know magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm a wizard. Yeah, man, this shit finna be deep. I can't wait till I drop this shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit, like, this shit finna have y'all niggas on, like, the whole music industry on hold. Y'all, they don't know what kind of sound this is. All they know is like, there's some new shit. You know what I'm saying? All you know is some Jet Spark shit, Star Pilot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to the astrology. Back to the astrology. Back to the astrology. Back to the astrology. You know what I'm saying? But with the Sun and Venus too. The Sun and Venus conjunct Sun conjunct Venus and Gemini. So we're also gonna be in a space of where what are we love and appreciate, maybe in a way of maybe overly relatable with that, or we may be overly uh like I said, we may be overly talkative with that. So like I said, you may not, or you may be overly like little like demonic in that inner area. Like you may be overly like trying to have something in your own way. So you don't want to be in that side of energy. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in the side of energy where you know where to actually look at these things and properly know the right way and how to relate these things. So now you got something you got going for yourself. So instead of you being like left in the dust with the Venus, with the Uranus, Mercury, and Taurus, you're more in a space where you're higher evolved, and you're making more money, or you're more stable, or you're more. And money just doesn't have to do with actual money. Money is more space where you're spiritual money, where you got going for yourself. So whatever you got going for yourself, now you got the point of where you can get the that actual area where you got, it's like actual area you got going on is more potent in the spiritual realm. Like you got something where you got the sauce, you got the flights, you got the swag, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you want to know what how to get this that shit correlated within yourself, real shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of deep because whatever we're doing, we gotta be in a space where we know on how to properly relate what we're doing because the sun is gonna be we're gonna be talkative, but we gotta know how to relate what we're doing in a more respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? That respectful manner can come in all shapes, forms, sizes, contexts, whatever. But you want to make sure that uh you know how to properly get the ball rolling for yourself. So now you know, are you lighting? Okay. Now, sorry, now we know where to, you know what I'm saying, get the shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you got something going for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And with this also with Sun being in Gemini, like I said, we're gonna be in a space of where what we're doing, uh, don't let a person tell you what you're doing is stupid. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in a space of where you know if you know what you're doing is respectfully the right thing, no matter what you're doing, even if you're currently in fear or whatever like that, or even if you're currently not in this right state of mind, you may think you're not in the right state of mind. You want to make sure that you know that what you're doing is making more sense because you know. If God put you on the purpose to do that certain attribute or reflect that certain ability you have within yourself, or put out that certain ability or whatever you had to do within that holy, within that parameter where you know how to square out your circle. You know that whatever you're doing, you got the right side of energy, and you know you're in the right way and how to relate that purpose. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying. Also, Mars and Aries, Mars and Aries is going to be making us um, more of passionately, uh, more what's that more passionately more passionately fixing your emotions, your flaming, your passions. You know what I'm saying? You're more fixed on what you're doing within the actual way and how to look at these things, like your energy and where you may would think what you're doing is the purpose of uh, a feeling. Like you may have that feeling, like I got a feeling on face. You know, so you may got a feeling, and you may not know how to properly express that. But if you know the right way and how to express that, is simply by knowing how to go upon like I said, go upon that actual train of thought within yourself and put that energy out in the universe. You'll know that whatever you get back, like you may do in football, basketball, sports, um, whatever you're doing, fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing with the what that has to do with feelings, flame, fire, or you may do like painting. You may put in your root chakra too, so you may be passionate about that shit. Whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you know on how to properly get with that actual program. You know what I'm saying? You want to make you want to make sure you know how to get with the actual way of how to express that thing. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You can't be in the right state of energy or where you think what you're doing is negative, no matter the cause. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure what you're doing is for the proper cause. And with the moon in Sagittarius, it's going to be squaring the Mars and Aries. So the moon is Sagittarius squaring Mars and Aries. Moon is going to be our emotions, and Mars is going to be our feelings. You know what I'm saying? So what we're doing is going to be the space of where our emotions and feelings is going to be both in the fire element. So it's going to be a place where we can actually learn from the way we're passionately going upon that angle within ourselves and knowing how to properly express that actual feeling with our wisdom and knowledge and properly put a context behind it within our passions. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we're doing, we make it be passionate about what we're doing within the state of where the spiritual context behind that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get lost and think not what you like I said back to the sun and Gemini. What you're doing is not communicative. You want to make sure with Mars and Aries, you want with someone Sagittarius, you want to make sure that it comes with a process. You know what I'm saying? Or it comes with a learning, like a traveling context. You know, so you want to make sure you go far out within your travels. You know what I'm saying? And you want to make sure that you know how to properly sustain your shits within this thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's heightened emotions with the moon in Sagittarius, real shit. So you want to make sure you know how to properly go upon that actual way of looking at things and expressing your relatability and your relative energy. You know what I'm saying? You're more condensing these things and making this say more more physical. So you know how to make these things more physical in a state of where you know everything's in reverse. So if everything's in reverse, you know the context of making shit is more physical is that point of where you know the actual way and how you can reflect on an actual ability you had that you made physical. It's the power of your mind, the ability. So you can materialize real quickly by knowing how to go within your actual way of looking, thinking, and feeling, and properly express these things within yourself, and not get lost in the sauce. Real shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, shit like that. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, and then with that being said, you know what I'm saying. You want to make sure you know how to contract your not contract, but what's that? Con, con, oh, you want to make sure you know contemplate between your thoughts and feelings and not get lost in these things. You know, so when you contemplate, you're thinking more. So you want to make sure that the way you're thinking is in the more proper sense. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're not in a negative way of you're not in a negative light of thinking and feeling. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you know how to probably give the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Also, and Neptune, obviously Neptune's in Pisces, but Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. So Neptune conjunct Saturn in Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Neptune is the way we are dreaming and thinking and shit like that in the dream world. Saturn is more of the real world. You know, so what we got condensed in. That's kind of weird that I was talking about condensing and bringing in Saturn. You know, so that's synchronicity. You know what I'm saying? But with the Saturn condensing within the Neptune aspect, we're making our dreams, you know what I'm saying, more real. You know what I'm saying? We're making and this may be a problem. We may not have to be making our dreams all the way real all the time. We may have to make these things not like give too much attention to these things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you may dream a lot of times at this time too. You may now not actually dream, but you can tie two and two together and put them to the actual point of view that actually dreaming is dreaming. You know what I'm saying? You can put these two and two together, and you may have certain dreams that you want to condense and make more sense. And you want to fixate down here with the Saturn, and then you may be all over the place with the Neptune. So you want to make sure you know how to properly express these things and know how to get with the program within these things. So now what you're doing is you're getting the point the way people express themselves. Hold, let me share this. Sorry, who shit. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Check. Now we good. So um, so shit like that. So and like I said with Saturn conjunct Neptune and Pisces, Neptune's on a cusp between Aries. You know what I'm saying? So we're also gonna be we're also gonna be uh passionately into that type of way of thinking and feeling. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because now we know what we're doing is getting getting towards the actual way how we should actually be looking at things. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because whatever we're doing, we want to make sure that these things aren't getting us lost. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure these things are is making sense in the way we look at the way we express and look at the books, like the esoteric books within ourselves. The esoteric books is nothing but your thoughts and feelings. You know, so you want to make sure your thoughts and feelings is together. Your mind is nothing less but like an esoteric notebook, and you write what you had on your mind. So sometimes you can go back to the pages. Sometimes you can rip out pages. Sometimes you can erase shit. Sometimes you can, you know what I'm saying? You can do a lot of things with your esoteric notebook. You know, it's kind of like an unuseful notebook. You know what I'm saying? I had an allegory in my community that I posted. This is a minute ago. It's like last year, but I remember this. So you can go back to this esoteric notebook here, and go back to this way of how you see, think, and feel. And you can use these new train of thoughts and practice these things and learn these things for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And and with Moon trine Saturn and Neptune, Moon trine Saturn and Neptune, and wait, hold on. Moon and Sagittarius trine Saturn and Neptune. So what you want to know is that with the Moon and Sagittarius trine Saturn and Neptune, you know what I'm saying? We have the ability to be flunked out in our spiritual purpose. You know what I'm saying? We have the ability to be flunked out in what we uh thinking and fit, or more mostly fail in that context. You know what I'm saying? So we have the ability to, you know what I'm saying. These are both feelers, but Saturn also is a more thinking sign. You know what I'm saying? Not sign, but thinking planet. You know what I'm saying? So we have the ability to think and feel kind of flunked out. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure we're not flunked out in the sauce, lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we know how to look at these things properly and know how to reflect on these things, you know what I'm saying? And not get lost in the way we're coming towards a way of how to expressively, oh shit, okay, cracking back. Expressively relate these things, you know what I'm saying? Because we all have ways on how we can come together, not, put these things come together as spirits and know how to properly and relate these things within ourselves, these planets. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say come together, I'm talking more about the planet aspect. To look at these things because these planets are, remember when all these planets were conjuncted in Aries. You know what I'm saying? That fire, if I'm correct, or was it? It was in Aries. No, it was in Aries. If I'm correct, or Taurus. No, it was in Aries. Definitely in Aries. I know it's in Aries. So remember all those planets were conjunct in Aries. Now that they're out, it's kind of like we're having a beginning of breathing moment. You know what I'm saying? Relate towards ourselves. So it's like trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like you finally get to be the fresh, uh, 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 that fresh air. Like you probably been locked down in the house too much, and you don't know how to actually properly go outside and get you a breath of fresh air. So now as you go outside, you feel good. It's like yeah, that feels good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know shit like that. So you know that the way and how you can properly respect the elements in the sky like that is know how to properly go within these energies and know how to make these things make sense for itself. So now you know a better way in how you can relate these things within an attribute and how these things is coming together. You know what I'm saying? You got something going on for yourself. So now you know. So it's something where you got to know where to properly express these things. You know what I'm saying? Because these things is something where we come together as spirits to learn. You know what I'm saying? And if we're not wise enough to know spirits to properly uh, know how to relate with these things, then we'll be lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that these what we do with these planets is know how to utilize these things the best to our abilities. You know what I'm saying? The more important one though is Venus and Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Because Venus is the way we love and appreciate and come together. You know what I'm saying? So the way we love and appreciate, you know what I'm saying, is in Gemini. So we're gonna be talkative for the way we love and appreciate. So we it may look negative, but it comes from a sense of where we deep down care. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we're doing, we want to make sure that that caring energy, no pun intended, don't just turn into a caring energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not drinking soda too. This is water, sparkling water. I'm saying. You probably think that's nasty. Man, I'm trying something new. I'm trying something new. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I go anyway. Yeah, so yeah, shit like that. So with Venus and Gemini, it's kind of like what we're doing. What we're doing is gonna be the way we love and appreciate. Is gonna be like I said, neutral air. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we're doing, uh, don't feel like what you're doing is not like the way we like what we like I said, don't feel like you should love overly love now. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like you probably want to make sure that you know how to properly express the way you appreciate and love and shit like that. You want to make sure you know how to properly express these things. You know what I'm saying? You want to know when it's the right time to show you love and the right time not to show love. You know, so it's kind of like a balance, an equilibrium shit. And as a spirit, you're looking at these things and you're looking at the way you should express these things. You know what I'm saying? And once you find the best proper way how to express these things, down there you dive in, and then you can build the pieces together, do the shit together. You know what I'm saying? Do the little things. The spirits just conducting these old things. You know how the conductor of the musical. What's it called? They called uh I think it is called a conductor. But yeah, musical conductor, whatever how they conduct the shit. That's how you do it. Your psalms, your organs. You conduct these things. So when you're doing that thing, you know how to properly express yours the way you come to you thinking and feeling and shit like that. So you're not getting lost in the sauce. You're properly going with the actual way of thinking and feeling. You're actually going with the actual flow. You're actually going with the actual vibe. You know what I'm saying? Go, you know You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, you're going with the shit. So you want to make sure you know how to properly go with these things and not get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's the way we want to be loving right now. You know, so we don't want to be all over the place with our love matters. You know what I'm saying? Our love matters, even if it's not flunked, a flunk. You have the somewhere you have the opportunity to make it flunk. 'Cause remember, the Sun conjunct Gemini and Venus. So with the Sun conjunct Gemini and Venus as conjunction, so we may talk a lot about what we love. We may talk about what we do, but actions speak louder than the words. So it's kind of like you want to make sure you know how to properly know how to reflect on these things and not get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you're doing, you got to be in a space where now you know how to properly like I say you know to properly go upon these energies within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you're doing, you got something where you can actually get people's opinions on what you did if it was negative or positive. Because whatever you're doing, like I said, has the ability to come and forth and go within an actual like starting point. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And that starting point is what you make out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that somebody made. It's not something that your grandma made. It's not something your grandpa made. It's not something that your mom made. Your sister, your brother, your cousin. None of that shit. It's what you make out of it. So what you make out of that starting point is what's important. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make sure you know how to properly make whatever's important to you make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you're doing has the ability to, like I say, be the best new thing out here. You know what I'm saying? But you want to make sure you know how to properly express that. You know, so you don't want to get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Because getting lost in the sauce will only get you lost. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. Will only get you lost. You know what I'm saying? So now that you know that, have something you're doing on where you can actually you can, like I said, you may draw, maybe you may be an artist, you may draw something, you may write something, you have something you're doing, you're writing this shit down, and you're putting it on the wall or something, or you put it in your notebook, what you did today, or whatever you're doing, you have some kind of artistry you're doing, or anything that's spiritual within your spiritual, it comes within the spiritual aspect between it in in front of it is what you should be doing at times like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, because it can be something you write down and it can just make you become that new thing. You're training your mind to be something. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you know how to look at these things the right way. Real shit. And you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing, you never know. You know what I'm saying. And like I said in my last live stream, it can be the next new best thing because we're in the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is a new shift. You know what I'm saying. So this new shift, even my album, Star Pilot, The Slayer for God. You know what I'm saying. I don't want to get too deep on it because I already like, man, this shit's gonna be lit. Like y'all, like it's like even the way because I'm using, it's gonna sound even like actually okay, it's not gonna like it's gonna sound better. The fact, like you know what I'm saying, because I'm not saying my music sounds trash, but I'm saying like basically like the way I used to do. So I used to use a different setting. I use different settings for my previous songs. Now that I'm using a new settings for this new song, so it's gonna sound way different. Like I'm just having testing shit. I'm testing shit, testing shit, testing shit, testing, testing. Message. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, like I said, you want to make sure you have the starting point between it. I'm in front of it. That is it going to be leading you to a productive way of thinking and feeling or a negative way of thinking and feeling. No matter what, these things is something you got to know how to conduct within yourself. And like I said, be the master, not be the you be the conductor behind that thing. So whatever you're doing, you got something you're building up within yourself, and it's becoming the new best thing since the peanut butter slice and bread, since the peanut butter and jelly sliced bread, it's become the new best thing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So get with the program now and don't get lost because if you want to get lost in the sauce, getting lost in the sauce won't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it won't lead you nowhere far. You know what I'm saying? Getting lost in the sauce won't lead you in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? When you're not lost in the sauce, you're creating your own sauce for spirits get lost in. So you're creating your own shit for spirits whether you're doing it for God or not, you want to make sure you're doing something where you gotta have a starting point. Then you can make spirits become more smart in the way of how they look at things. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're doing, you're helping. And at the end of the day, real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all I had this video. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get ready for that album. Start. It should be dropping. It should be dropping this month. You know what I'm saying? This shit should be dropping this month. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'll give you a little preview. I didn't want to upload none of the songs. I'm not upload, but play none of the songs on my live stream. But I told you, I said, let me just get them one. Let me just get them one. Let me just do it something like, let me just do it once. You know, it's a little something like that. But Jet Sparks, Star Pilot, and we out in this motherfucker.